Hi everybody, I am Spirit. Welcome once again to my YouTube channel. EsotericCloudSurfer here, ready to take a ride on Esoteric Cloud, which is a lighter, less dense, and also more light vehicle that your spirit can jump into in order to reach wiser and wider spaces, so you can have wiser perspectives about your perception, about your circumstances and situations. So this video here is a bit of a spiritual myth buster, where I've seen a lot of people, and very specifically or very recently somebody on Instagram saying that Mercury is exalted in Virgo, and that makes no sense, all right? Because a planet cannot be exalted in the same sign which rules, all right? Because in every planet has two signs that they rule, except for the sun and the moon, and that has to do with perspective, distance, and closeness to our own planet, okay? So the sun and the moon are so close, okay? Their cycle is so small, we can't divide it in two. They are not different enough. It's always the same, right? But all the other planets, from Mercury to Saturn, their cycle is so big, you can see that they have two distinct parts. You can see them going above the horizon and going below the horizon in a more distinct way. You can be more direct. You can see it's A, it's B. That doesn't happen with the sun and the moon, okay? So let's take the example of Mercury. You have Gemini, masculine, external, expressive side of Mercury, and you have Virgo, internal, caring, holding inside of Mercury, okay? So basically, what this means, I like to use this allegory. If you live, imagine you live in Mercury, right? If you can, what Gemini means is that's when the day starts. That's when the sun is really out in Mercury. That's what you live if you live in Mercury. Then the night comes in, or it's strong, it's really night in Virgo, okay? And then the rising and the fall of a planet represent the morning and the dawn time, okay? So the exaltation of a planet cannot and is never the same sign which is ruled. Venus, exalted in Pisces, okay? Not Venus rules Libra and Taurus, the exaltation is different, right? Mars rules Scorpio, and Aries, it's exalted in Capricorn, right? Jupiter rules Aries and Pisces. No, Jupiter rules Sag and Pisces, but it's exalted in Cancer, okay? Saturn rules Aquarius and Cap, and it's exalted in Libra. So no planet, because it's physically and spiritually and astrologically impossible for a planet to have its exaltation in the same sign, which is its nighttime or its daytime, because they represent different things. The rising sign represents what that planet is learning, or where its awareness is creating a new light, rise and shine. They are learning a new thing. And the night represents something they are comfortable in, represents something that they already know how to do, and they come back to it whenever they want to celebrate because they did something cool, or they suffered while being on the rising day and dawn time, okay? And I have a whole video explaining this in more detail here on my channel. I'll put it right here or in the end of this video so you can watch it, which explains in a more detailed way why the exaltation side of Mercury is Aquarius and it falls in Leo. Alright, it makes sense because you have the daytime is here and the nighttime is here. So the dawn time, the fall, needs to be in between. And the rising needs to be in between on the other side, opposing to the fall sign. Okay, so that's just how I see it. That's what I think to be true. And if you think different, if you think Mercury is exalted in Virgo, explain me why. And if you got a good game, if you teach me something, I will not oppose you for sure. Okay. By the way, guys, if this video was interesting for you, drop that like. Make that like button go to the spiritual realm, and check the links of me, my beautiful partner, in the description down below. I wish you the best thoughts, ideas, feelings and emotions, a whole bunch of individuality, creativity and responsibility, and EsotericCloudSurfer surfing out.